Pase, what's going on? We're back at the Credit Summit here in ATL. As seen on episode 33 of the Team Pase podcast, representing 102, our brother Tevin Facey of Millionare Essentials. What's up, my brother?
Sir.
What's going on, my guy?
What's up?
What's going on?
I like the fit. I like the fit.
Woo, the
Yeah, I like the
branding
fit.
is
I
bananas
love that
right
orange
now.
though.
Yeah.
That
We,
orange
we
looks
had to
good
put a
on.
little pop in there.
Okay.
I'm glad he remembered the episode. I didn't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember the exact number.
Yes,
I remember
sir.
the episode. I don't remember the exact number. But what's
Yeah.
going
All
on?
good, man. How you
Good.
feeling, man?
Been good.
We in the A.
Yes, sir.
Credit
yes,
Summit.
sir. Look, I just want to let y'all know something, right? They've been putting some money into their business. They got a double camera on one camera. I ain't never seen that before. I just want to let y'all know that. The double camera on one camera. They
Word.
killing it out here.
We killing it, man.
Yeah,
So you came out here to Credit Summit to teach people about credit, how to acquire credit.
Yes, sir.
What's changing since we last spoke? What's new? What's going on with the business up? What you're learning people how to get credit.
Okay, so with funding right now, I'm be honest, the country is not in the greatest state, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, getting business funding right now is a little bit harder than before, right? The banks are tightening up on restrictions as they were before when we I think when we spoke at the Blueprint Summit.
Blueprint, yep.
Right?
Yep.
When we spoke, yes.
Yep.
So back then, they tightened up a lot, right? So what's really important now is your personal credit, but not only just your personal credit, but actually making money inside of your business, right? So I know when we talk a lot, we talk about, hey, you can get the no-doc loans, the no-doc lines of credit. But now at this point, like, we have to get to the point of making money, right? Because the country is going down and we need to start building ourselves back up. So at this point, we need to really understand that credit is not just about credit anymore. It's about what we can put behind that credit, right? If we have a canvas and we have the paintbrushes and the paint, what would you consider the credit, right? Obviously, if we have a canvas, the paint covers the whole canvas, right? But that's what's the most important thing is the paint. The brush is the funding, right? How we can go ahead and actually make the lines and make it prettier because that's what's important. So we need to look at our canvas, really use the paint and the paintbrush analogy so that we can understand how we can keep growing and building.
Great analogy, man. That's great. So since March, since the Blueprint Summit, shout out to Herman, CEO.
Yes, sir. My guy,
shameless plug
Haitian.
right there.
Yes, sir.
How has everything changed from March until now as far as your courses?
Yes. So right now we're going to a lot more community based, right? Because we're really trying to help the community, right? We were always trying to do that before, but it was for a select few of people that were really interested in elevating themselves, right? Not only just getting something done, but just getting something done so that they can continuously keep growing with themselves, right? Whether it be funding, whether it be helping other people get funding. That's what was important back then. Now I think community is more important because as the country is declining, we want to go together so that we can go further, right? I know we always talk about group economics and a lot of different, podcasts, interviews, episodes, social media, damn near. But we really want to understand how we can grow together, right? A lot of different communities before us were doing that, and that's the way how they got to where they're at now. So why can't we do the same, right? So I think for us right now, we're really focusing on communities and how to build and grow people inside of a community so we can all come together and do something that's great eventually.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Love it.
Yes,
I got to commend you because when I first met you, I believe it was at a Drew Bernard event
Yes, sir.
where you were still learning and trying to figure out this process.
Mhm.
Fast forward almost 2 years, maybe under 2 years, you're here teaching the whole thing. So I definitely want to commend you and Brandon for what you guys are doing.
Right.
Yeah, they move quick.
Oh yeah, they move quick. These are guys who execute and they make it happen.
And we actually do what we say. You get what I'm
Yes,
saying?
Always.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
that for us is what's important, right? We're integral about that. Like, there's a lot of people out here that say they do funding and so on and so forth, but they probably outsource it, right? We know a lot of people that do, and they outsource it to us.
Yeah.
And you would never know because we're just behind the scenes. But, coming out and putting our faces out a little bit more than we were before, it's making that shift to, really just owning and that we're the authority figure inside of what we're doing, right? With funding, we are an authority figure, regardless of what anybody says.
100%.
We've been doing it. Before we came together, I was doing it almost a year prior to. It's about to be actually 2 years prior to. So I've been doing for funding almost 4 years coming December.
Wow.
So, we came together almost 2 years ago.
Gotcha.
So, it's just really building and growing and actually doing, like I said, doing what you say you're doing.
Before you get out of
That's
here, I know you focus a lot on getting business credit, but do you also help people just fixing their credit on getting a house?
Yeah. So right now we're partnerships and putting people in the right place is what's been important for us, right? So we're trying to partner with other credit repair companies that we've used prior, with clients that didn't have so fair credit, so that we can go ahead and really just make it important for people to not only just do that house purchase but that investment purchase, right? For me personally, and just moving forward, I would recommend people buy a business first before even buying a house. Or if they are going to buy a house, then let it be an investment property. You can live in one of the units and collect money, so you can start understanding the importance of investing, right? Storm always says, Storm Leroy, shout out to Storm, he always says your job is your first investment, right? So use that first investment and start investing into yourself, bringing in more capital. Because if you're making $100,000 a year and your investment's doing maybe $20,000 or $30,000 a year, that's $130,000 you're doing per year. And as you build and grow in your investment, you also build and grow in your job, right? I don't want people to take jobs as a bad thing, because they see all these business owners and entrepreneurs, right. So they're like, yeah, F that job, right? But no, it's important. So going back to what you're saying, yes, we're working with some credit repair people so that we can go ahead and really just get these people into getting something of an investment so they can continuously keep growing.
Got you, man. Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Let people know where they go.
Here we go. Here we go.
You got the.
There we go.
Oh, you got the.
There we go.
I mean,
you might as well throw the.
Yeah, brother.
Get in.
Yeah. Stay right there. There you go.
What's going on?
Can't
let you have all the fun.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. Look, y'all can find me at Tevin Facey on Instagram. Essentials ABC Solutions, where me and my wife are. We're giving out information. Millionaire Essentials, we here, and here's my second half, y'all.
No
Peace.
doubt. Second half.
Drop the mic.
Pause.
Yeah. Second half.
Business partner.
Okay, yeah, let's make it a business partner.
Brandon, what's up, my brother?
What's
up?
Always good to see you. Always good to see you.
What's good?
So we were asking Tevin about since the last time we spoke was back in March, how everything is changing. How have you seen the industry been changing as far as banks giving out credit?
So in general, a lot of things is changing, right? So from the COVID era to now, there was a lot of entrepreneurs making a lot of money, a lot of customers and clients buying. So as far as when it comes to credit and business credit, a lot of people was able to access capital a lot easier. Like the government's giving out money like it's nobody's business.
Right.
So now we're kind of settling down into the era. Now restrictions are getting a little bit more tightened. Interest rates are going up. Now they're being a little bit more tightened with giving out the money. Because you know why? People wasn't paying it back. So they was giving out all the money, but now all the defaults are starting to happen.
So give me an example of what more are they asking for when trying to acquire the business credit?
So before, right, maybe a couple years ago, you could get a no-doc loan easy. Go in there, good credit score, not even good, a decent credit score, get a $50K, $100K no-doc loan with an LLC set up properly. Now they're looking for, where's your business location? Let me look if it's a physical address. Let me see if you're actually in business, how long you're in business. Matter of fact, let me see some tax returns. Matter of fact, let me see some bank statements. So some of the banks are now starting to ask for documents because they know a lot of people are accessing this capital and not doing nothing with it. So that's our fault. We're getting all this money with no business plan. So now we're just defaulting and not paying back the money. So now it's forcing them to now slow down on giving this capital out with little restrictions. They actually having more restrictions.
Gotcha.
But on the consumer end, so they're looking at it like, well, not on the consumer end, but on the bank side, they're banking on us not paying it back. I mean, this is how they make their money.
It's a yes and a no, right?
Yes and a no.
So now banks have gone bankrupt because nobody's paying the money back. So it depends on how big you are.
Right.
And really, they do make money off the interest and people defaulting. At the end of the day, I give you $100K. And now I give 10 people $100K, that's $1 million. Nobody pays the money back?
Nobody pays the money back.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You need people to pay the money back, keep accessing
Absolutely.
more capital. That's how you really make money.
Right.
People that have good credit, good history, to pay it back and give them more. Pay it back, give them more.
Right.
That's the real goal. Not just nobody pays us back.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
On a business level, as far as you and Tevin doing business, helping consumers or helping clients with getting good credit, what new tools are you guys using to help monetize that or help simplify what you guys are doing? Because I'm assuming you guys have a lot of clients now.
Yes.
So what new tools are you guys are doing to help help people with their credit?
So the thing about this, we actually fund people in real time still. So we're always up to date on what's going on.
Okay.
So we're like, you know what? Now this bank is looking for this. Can no longer just go in with this. Now this bank is looking for this. Building relationships in the banks is key. So now our bank reps are telling us, now they got to keep the money in for 30 days before they ask for a loan.
Okay.
Because we're not just giving them a loan the first day they walk in the door. So we're keeping them up to breast on the new rules and regulations some of these banks are doing. And that is very, very key. Because now some banks want you to keep the money in, season it, build a relationship, then ask. You can still get a no dot. Instead of just walking in day one, let me get 50K.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And once you see you actually using the money, using the account.
Got you. Makes a
Okay.
lot of sense. Before you get on stage, what are you going to talk to people about? I mean, I know credit, but specifically, give us a little nugget.
So we're going to talk to people about actually how to become a profitable funding company. So if I teach you guys how to get funded for yourselves, right? In any
Which you will be.
Which I will be. In any business, in any field, now you could go out, get another podcaster, 100K, and make money off of that. I could go out, get another business owner, 100K. So everything you did to get 100K, you can actually do that for somebody else and get a percentage off of that and charge them for that for your consulting services. So I want to teach people how to make a profitable funding company and use it in your business no matter what business you're doing.
Wow, powerful. That's powerful. Let people know where they can find you and Tevin or you just yourself on socials.
Definitely. Brandon the Provider at Brandon the Provider. Make sure you follow me. Follow our business at Millionaire Essentials and my partner Tevin Facey.
Yes, sir. You
That's
heard it
what's
here
up.
first. Team Pase.
We out.
We out.